Imagine spending your entire life creating something beautiful, something powerful, something the world has never seen before yet almost nobody notices. Imagine giving the world color, emotion, and perspective, only for the world to turn its back on you. That's the tragic, powerful, and unbelievably inspiring story of a man whose genius lived in silence, and whose impact exploded only after he was gone. This is the story of a man like Vincent Van Gogh, a man ignored in life but celebrated in death. And his journey contains a lesson that can change yours forever. He wasn't born special. In fact, many people around him believed he would never amount to anything. He failed at jobs, felt out of place in society, and struggled to fit into the expectations others placed on him. While other people walked through life with confidence and clarity, he moved with doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety. He wasn't just misunderstood by the world, he was misunderstood by himself. But he had something extraordinary. Something no one could see but him, a vision, a way of looking at the world that didn't follow rules or traditions. When he painted, he didn't just paint landscapes or faces, he painted emotion. He painted life at the level of the soul. Every brush stroke was a heartbeat, every color was a feeling. But the critics didn't care, the galleries didn't care, the people around him didn't understand why he was so obsessed with art that seemed strange, chaotic, and raw. When he showed his work, people would squint, frown, and shake their heads. Too messy, they'd say, too bright, too unusual, not serious art. Some even called him unstable, irrational, delusional. Yet there he was, day after day, painting with everything he had, pouring out the very essence of his mind and heart onto canvas after canvas. Imagine waking up every day to rejection. Imagine creating hundreds of pieces, thousands of hours of work, only to sell one painting your entire life. Imagine giving your soul to your craft and getting silence in return. Would you keep going? Would you still paint? Would you still believe in yourself? Most people would quit. But he didn't. He kept painting even when his hands shook. He kept painting even when critics mocked him. He kept painting even when loneliness surrounded him. Because he understood something most people never grasp: greatness has nothing to do with applause. It has everything to do with expression, purpose, and devotion to something larger than recognition. He lived in a world that didn't see him, a world that didn't understand him, a world that wasn't ready for him. But here's the beautiful part. History was ready, the future was ready, humanity was ready. It just needed time. After he passed away, something miraculous happened. His paintings, once dismissed as amateur, began to speak to people. His colors, once criticized as chaotic, became symbols of raw emotion and honesty. His brushstrokes, once seen as strange, became admired for their life and energy. Museums around the world, which once ignored him, now treat his works like treasures. Paintings that he couldn't give away during his lifetime now sell for millions. And his name, Vincent Van Gogh, became synonymous with passion, brilliance, creativity, and resilience. But this story isn't just about art. It's about you. Because the truth is, somewhere in your life, you might feel misunderstood. You might feel ignored. You might feel like your work, your effort, your dreams, or your talent is invisible. You might feel like the world doesn't applaud you, doesn't validate you, doesn't see your worth. But Van Gogh's life teaches us the most powerful truth: recognition isn't proof of value. Applause isn't proof of genius. Success isn't always instant. And your worth is not determined by who notices you today. The world often needs time to catch up to what you're building. Look at history. Genius is rarely recognized in the moment. Think of Nikola Tesla, whose ideas shaped the modern world but who died in obscurity. Or Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics, ignored until decades after his experiments. Or Emily Dickinson, whose poetry changed literature yet almost none of it was published while she lived. What connects them all? They created, they built, they expressed, even when the world was silent. And now, think about your own dream, the idea you've been afraid to pursue, the project you've been putting off because no one will care, the skill you were afraid to lean into because what if people don't get it? The truth is they might not. They might not understand right away. They might not see what you see. That's okay. They don't have to. Because your purpose is not to be understood instantly. Your purpose is to create, build, share, and express what's inside you. Your purpose is to leave something behind that only you could have made. Just like Van Gogh, your work, your masterpiece may be waiting for its moment. And that moment could be days, years, or even decades from now. But the moment will come. And when it does, your persistence will speak louder than every doubt you ever had. Van Gogh's life is a reminder that genius isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes it's ignored. But it is always powerful. And it always finds its way. So keep writing. Keep drawing. Keep building. Keep studying. Keep practicing. Keep dreaming. Keep taking the steps that others don't understand. Because history doesn't reward the loudest voices. It rewards the truest ones. And if you're listening to this right now, let this be your nudge. Your sign. Your wake-up call. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for permission from people who don't see what you see. The world may not value you today, but the world tomorrow might just need exactly what you're creating. So keep going. Keep believing. Keep moving toward the brilliance only you can offer. And if this story touched you, if it reminded you that your work matters even when it feels unseen, then help spread it. Like this video to support the channel. Share it so someone else who feels invisible can remember that their genius matters. And subscribe so you never miss stories that remind you of your purpose, your greatness, and your potential. Because who knows, your masterpiece might be the next one the world has been waiting for.